60, get debt relief now. LoanPronto.com. Equal housing lender. NMLS 1661781 on approved credit. NMLSconsumeraccess.org.
Parenting is hard. Technology can make it harder. The Family Media Plan developed by the American Academy of Pediatrics helps make it easier. Go to healthychildren.org/media plan today to create the media plan that's right for your family.
I'm attorney Brian Ritchie. Big truck accidents can cause life-changing injuries, and life-changing injuries deserve life-changing money. I know big truck wrecks, and I know how to fight those big insurance companies. If you've been hurt by a big truck, contact us at ritchielaw.com. I'm on top of it.
Items only. Exclusions apply.
Your home for the Durham Bulls.
I'm WRAL meteorologist Elizabeth Gardner. Today is a WRAL weather alert day. Late afternoon and evening thunderstorms are likely to crop up, and some of those could produce some wind damage. In the meantime, it is going to be another very hot day. 95? We hit 95. That'll be the hottest day so far this year, and it's likely to feel like low 100s with the heat index. 71 overnight tonight. Storms diminish, and tomorrow's drier and slightly cooler. See a high of 91.
The Sports Shop is presented by Alsco Linen and Uniform Rental Service. Alsco's first aid service is great for office buildings, restaurants, automotive facilities, or anywhere emergencies can happen. Call Alsco today at 919-828-7491 or visit alsco.com. Again, that's alsco.com to learn more about what they can provide for your business.
Man, what an incredible day. This is a special day for a lot of people. And we're going to tell you all about that in a short. But it's always a great day to see a new day. The Sports Shop reaching Kmac. I'm D.L. Reese Willis. Rocking with me as usual, the lovely and talented Pamela Thompson-Smith.
Good morning.
And we got the professional behind the glass, A-Time. So let's go to town, people.
I found the love provides the key. Unlocks the heart and soul of you and me. Love will learn to sing your song, yeah. Love is written in the stone. Every man I meet, walk in time.
Bump along.
Freedom wonder passes conscious mind.
Past conscious mind.
Love will come and take you home, yeah. Written in the stone. Yes.
Chile, talk about it. Man, today is June 19th, 2025.
Yes.
And June 19th is a special day, Pamela.
Yes, it is. It's Happy Juneteenth Day.
Happy Juneteenth Day. And it's actually the day that individuals that look like us were freed.
Yeah.
From slavery.
Yeah. Got a little history. You want to hear?
Talk about it.
Okay.
Let's
it was
go.
160 years ago that enslaved people in Galveston, Texas, learned that they had been freed. And after the Civil War's end, and 2 years after President Abraham Lincoln's Emancipation Proclamation. So this resulted in the Juneteenth holiday. Its name is combining June and 19th. And so we've been doing that for a while
And
now.
I'm glad you said that. A lot of people didn't know how they came up with Juneteenth. And you just explained exactly why. That's awesome.
Yeah, and a lot of people are home listening to us today.
Thank you.
Because in 2021, President Joe Biden designated it as a federal holiday.
Can I be honest about something? I didn't know that.
Really?
I mean,
Because we're never off. So, most people look at their holiday list, but you rarely take a holiday. You'll take Christmas, New Year's Day, and that's really it. So that's probably why.
But it's interesting. So, but it's a federal holiday,
right? Which expanded. We all Black America. We knew about Juneteenth, but making it a federal holiday, the goal was to recognize beyond Black America.
I love that.
Recognize this holiday.
All right. President Joe Biden did that, huh?
2021, yes.
Okay. We hear a lot of stuff that he didn't do, but now we hear a lot of stuff that he did do.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I'm just not trying to go there. And I'm being real honest when I say that. I'm surprised we still have that day.
It wasn't enough time yet. So we gotta hang on to it. Enjoy today. There's a lot of activities everywhere.
Talk to me.
Check online. There's many going on. We'll talk about one in just a few minutes.
Absolutely. I was watching WRL TV.
Mm-hmm.
They was going down the list of things. That's going to be some, I guess, soldiers, black soldiers that they're going to be recognized today. It's several pockets of history that will be displayed today on Juneteenth. So that's going to be interesting. And it was in Houston, Texas? Galveston, right outside of Houston, yeah.
Yeah, and I know downtown at 11, I think it's at 11 o'clock, Phyllis Coley, Spectacular magazine.
Phyllis, my girl. Phyllis,
they're doing something around the Capitol area, that's located I think that's 100 Edenton Street is where the Capitol is.
Come on now.
So I have to do a lot there. So I remember that.
Obviously, I said that's pretty good. I can tell you where.
That's where the march is every year.
Okay.
It lines up there. So I know there's a big event there starting at 11. There's just so many events going on.
Well, that's so cool though. So definitely. And even when we leave here, I think we're going to go try to catch it. Well, catch a couple of places.
Yeah.
But if you're off, utilize the time off by going out and really experiencing really what this day is all about.
Yeah, today and through Saturday. I know
That's
Saturday.
Right. That's a big one.
If you want to be downtown Raleigh, there's a big event going on at the park. The one right across from Marbles. There's a big cookout, so it's going to be probably hundreds of black food trucks and things like that are going to be out there. So it's so much to do between now and Saturday. Make sure you do something to celebrate Juneteenth.
Awesome, and because I think Talent Apex is doing something on Saturday. Because the Brothers of Carolina Chapter Cap outside, we're going to be participating in that. And of course, we have a big picnic that day too. So we got a lot going on celebrate Juneteenth. So it's going to be all the rest of this week. So get out there and enjoy. That's what it's all about.
Yes.
Because again, how many years ago? 160 years.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
160 years ago.
Yeah, a couple of people didn't find out until 165 years ago.
You know what? Some people woke up this morning and still we don't feel like we're free. So.
I agree to say. I said that. We celebrate Juneteenth. We better get it in. Cause that may be changing. And I'm not even kidding. Oh, man.
You laugh to keep from crying.
There you go. H-Town, what's going on with you this morning, man? How you doing? Happy Juneteenth.
Good morning.
Doing well, feeling good.
Yeah, that's great, man. That's awesome. Today is Throwback Thursday, and I think that's kind of appropriate, too. Throwing it back to Juneteenth. And think about it. So I think it's Throwback Thursday. I need to come up with some songs.
Yeah, well, maybe since it became a federal holiday in 2021.
Well, there you go.
Maybe we can figure out what
what
songs were we listening to.
I think we have a program behind the class, but I guess if you want to be that way, then you be the producer too.
I was just you were asking a question like you said you were thinking of some songs. I was thinking 2021.
Okay. All right. I got a couple of songs I want to hear. I want to hear After the Love Is Gone by Earth, Wind & Fire. I don't know why I want to hear that song.
I was going to say why.
Because I just learned how to play it. So maybe that's why.
Oh, that's right. And for those who don't know, D.L. Reese with the S should have a M somewhere in there, which is in Mikey's name for Maestro, because he can play the keyboard. And he goes home and learns to play different songs.
I got to get Michael Sheldon to send this to me. Were you with us when the 1-800 song came, 1-800-HEAVEN?
No.
Okay.
You can play that too?
No. I was executive producer. Me and, no, serious. No, okay. We got a little traction. It's actually a song that came out.
Okay.
Kmac knows about it.
A little traction. Did it hit the Billboard at all?
No, but we got a lot of traction down in the southeastern part and also in Chicago.
Nice.
Yeah. So and Reggie Jeffries, may he rest in peace.
Oh yeah, I love Reggie. Yes,
Reggie was the producer of the song. I was executive producer. He put it together. My brother, may he rest in peace. Wow, was one of the lead singers along with a group they called Seek Ye First. That's the name of the group. And I don't know why I just thought about that, but I'm gonna get Sheldon had we used to play it on the show all the time. I gotta let you hear it, Pam.
Yeah, that's nice. Anything I love what Reggie touches, you know, was gold.
It
in the
still
music
may
world.
be out there. I'm pretty sure we got that on out there on one of our drives or whatever, but we'll put it together. But yeah, happy Juneteenth. It's gonna be an incredible day today. Good, get out and enjoy. That's what it's all about. Several things are happening all over the place. First of all, my Lakers did something that was. I'm back with my Lakers now.
Oh, see, you.
What? Not. What does that mean?
Well, for me, it means flip flop.
No,
and when he shakes his head, he's just.
I'm not.
Like,
I never flip flop on the NBA. You know, I'm a Lakers fan, not a LeBron James fan.
Yeah, you do make that known.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, you cute this morning, huh?
Oh, that's good.
Oh, you cute this morning, eh? But it's Throwback Thursday. We're gonna get into a lot of things. One in particular is that franchise that one of the most historic franchises just became historic.
Yes.
And we're gonna get into that a little bit as well. I mean, I'm talking about the money that's going on and who's paying the money. The most, I guess, largest purchase of a sports franchise in the history of sports in this country. And that's amazing when you think about it. It's truly is amazing. So we're going to get into that as well. But I want to talk about what's happening today with the American Red Cross. I'm going to break early because we got a lot to get into. So so American Red Cross is going to be out at a couple places, and we're going to get out there too. One in Raleigh, one in Durham. I'll tell you about the one in Durham. Pam will tell you about the one in Raleigh because there's so much going on. Bring your fans too, like your real fans. We'll talk about that in a second. The American Red Cross is Sickle Cell Day as well.
Sickle Cell Awareness, yes.
Sickle Cell Awareness Day, and you can go out and donate blood at the Doubletree in Meridian Doubletree in Durham. They're going to be celebrating Juneteenth out there, and American Red Cross is going to be there. Of course, just really highlighting, daylighting a lot of things that we can do to help individuals going forward by donating blood, and that's going to be from 11 to 4, I think. 10 to 4, 11 for help. Get there at 10. If it's 11, you'll just be an hour early. How about that?
You'll be first in line.
There you go.
Won't have to wait long.
To get out there and support is very, very important. That's the Doubletree Meridian off of Meridian Parkway right there in Durham. And go out and hang out with the American Red Cross, one of our partners. We would love for you to do that. It's very, very important. And they also have an event going on in Raleigh that Pam's going to tell you about right now.
Absolutely. Juneteenth, a Chavis celebration. This has turned into a Juneteenth day party, which is today beginning.
Where them fans at?
Where them fans at? Beginning at 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. is when you can come out with the American Red Cross and give blood. The main event for that is also 5 to 9. So there's so many things going on at Chavis today. But for 10 to 4, for a great cause, come out. Donate your blood with the blood drive. All donors today, Reese, will receive prizes.
Really?
Yes.
What if you don't? How many times can you donate within
just
an hour?
One.
Okay, I'm just saying. I mean, you know,
just one. But there's going to be food trucks there, arts and crafts, music. It's a place to chill with your friends for a good cause and also celebrate Juneteenth.
Wow.
So that's today from 10 to 4 with the American Red Cross. Activities will continue up to 9 p.m. tonight.
That's what's up.
Yes.
Get out there and check it out, man. It's going to be phenomenal. Band's going to be late on tonight.
Yes, I'll be there tonight.
So, hey, if you want to see the lovely talent of the panel, Tom Smell, get there tonight. You can see it. Are you going to sing anything like that? Or?
No,
okay.
no, not at all.
But good. Then you go ahead and go then, because I was going to say, if she's going to sing, then you may want to.
Oh, listen.
No, I'm joking.
But yeah, this is a
people.
great, big event for the Red Cross, big event for Chavis. So come on out, beginning 10, and you can hang out, give blood, get something to eat, and stay and listen to music and chill in the park with your family.
There you go. A major, big-time purchase transaction happened yesterday, or is in process of happening. And the guy that did the transaction, I never heard of him. but he's that dude.
You want to know him.
I definitely want to know him.
We reach out to him.
Absolutely. We're going to see can we get to him. But he's that dude, and we're going to hear more about the purchase of one of the most unbelievable franchises in the history of sports. We're going to talk about that and get you straight for the finals tonight with the Pacers and the OKC Thunder. We'll just get started on this Juneteenth day. And by the way, A-Town, maybe we'll get some songs that reflects our feeling about this day. Maybe After Love Is Gone, not the one. We'll play it another time. We'll get some, social.
After the love is gone, then that might not be.
Right. So social, maybe because when Obama left, I don't know. But
yeah, you can connect it. It does connect.
But maybe we get some social awareness things going on. We'll figure it out. Or you can do what the hell you want to do. We're going to get all that.
We just talking.
Keep it locked in.
We don't know music.
Exactly. Next on Sports Shop, let's go.
Real fan analysis, good vibes. The Sports Shop on Buzz Sports Radio.
Hey, it's Victoria with 99.9 The Fan. It's Men's Health Month, and WakeMed Heart and Vascular would like to remind you that stress and anger can have negative effect on your body, and if continued over time, can cause major problems like headache, upset stomach, insomnia, high blood pressure, and maybe even a heart attack or stroke. So take a time out, relax, take a deep breath, and walk it off. Manage your stress, and your heart will thank you. Learn more about caring for your heart at wakemed.org.
It's Jasmine from The Sports Shop. The Sports Shop is presented in part by Alsco Linen and Uniform Rental Services. Everyone loves the Alsco Injury Report featuring the Alsco First Aid Kit. So stop what you're doing right now and call 919-828-7491 to get your free personal first aid kit. That's right, you can get your own personal first aid kit for free. Call Alsco today at 919-828-7491. Stop what you're doing right now and call 919-828-7491.
Dennis Cox here for my friends over at Law Tigers. It's that time of year, folks. Back on the open road, taking a cruise on the motorcycle, but there's always that risk when you're on the bike. That's why you got to contact Law Tigers at 1-800-LAW-TIGERS if you're injured in a motorcycle accident, even before you contact your insurance company. Insurance companies pay the least amount possible. Law Tigers, they're riders too. They know what your bike and your gear are worth and what you're going through after an accident. 1-800-LAW-TIGERS. Law Tigers is a network of independent law firms who are members of the American Association of Motorcycle Injury Lawyers. Law Tigers is not a law firm.
Pam Thompson-Smith, and we are with Dr. Stroman. So tell us, Dr. Stroman, what are you up to in the new year?
I'm excited. I'm fired up about Race Realities Costa, as in I am encouraging men of color to go to Costa Rica for a leadership immersion like no other. Well, it starts with thinking about your purpose and where you're going, where you've been, but also being in a space where men are learning and sharing with one another. Everything from faith to family to business to relationship to money, all of those things. I think going to Costa Rica, the magical place of healing, because we are going to have some fun now, but I just have amazing facilitators, licensed therapists, leaders in their professions, and we're going to guide and we're going to coach. I'm encouraging everyone to go to racerealities.com to check us out. We've got 2 retreats this year in May and in October. Yes, let's do it. Lead, liberate, and love.
It's time for the Coastal Scholar Athlete of the Month.
Hello, Creighton Blackwell here from Coastal Credit Union and 99.9 The Fan, and we're here to celebrate our next Scholar Athlete of the Month. Today, we're at Southern Durham High School, where we're here to celebrate the newest Scholar Athlete, E.J. Reed.
You know, we would be in a position where we may have been down. EJ would come and build up the morale of the team.
What he says, you listen to. And, you know, he's a great guy, great teammate, and he's even better at the sport, so.
Good role model, and he always has positive energy around the field and on the field, even outside the field. He always keeps me on task and doing the good things that I need to do.
So, EJ, how does it feel winning this award?
Actually, a little surprised, not to be honest, but, you know, I put in the work, I put in the effort, so it's worth it.
How has the season gone, and how did it go with football and track for your senior year?
My senior year for my football season went great. You know, I transferred from Panther Creek this past year. Coming as a senior, you know, I wasn't really known on the team, but coming in, my guys, they introduced me to the community and the brotherhood, and they brought me in. You know, we went 12-1, went to the third round of playoffs. solid season, had a solid stat line, all conference, stuff like that, and got my offers and ready to get up out of here. So it's a really great season, and then on my high school career with.
Congratulations, EJ.
For over 20 years, 99.9 The Fan and Coastal Credit Union have been recognizing scholar athletes at Triangle area schools. If you'd like to nominate a high school athlete, text AWARD to 919-860-5326.
While serving in Vietnam, a grenade took my ability to see. Today, I'm a sculptor. Now, my fingers are my eyes. I'm Michael Naranjo. As a veteran, I know the challenges of life can be great. In my art, turning a lump of clay into something beautiful, that is worth doing. Life is like that. We each must use what we can to make things better.
DAV helps veterans like Michael get the benefits they've earned. They help more than 1 million veterans every year in life-changing ways.
Now, I show others how they can create something with their own hands. I know it can do a lot of good. With support from DAV, more veterans can shape their lives into a thing of beauty. My victory is bringing beauty into the world.
Michael Naranjo, may your victories inspire many more. Support more victories for veterans. Go to DAV.org.
You're listening to The Sports Shop with Reese and Kmac, presented by Alsco Linen and Uniform Rental Services. Alsco, the worldwide leader in linen and uniform rental services for restaurants, healthcare, the automotive industry, and industrial facilities.
Grandmother told him to play that. His grandmother told him to play that. He didn't come up with that one.
Until we get what we deserve.
Now, JB.
We've been built and we've been scarred.
I like that.
We've been treated bad, talked about as sure as you born. But just as sure as it takes you eyes to make a pair.
Man, Throwback Thursday, we're throwing back the songs over
until we get our share.
The last 2 years.
Say it loud.
I'm black and I'm proud. Juneteenth Day, baby. A-Town, I love that. Any suggestions for some songs that A-Town can play? Put it in the chat. How you know about the chat? Well, first of all, I'm DR Reese with the S. 11 Talented Pamela Thompson, Mr. Fern. With us.
Good morning.
A-Town behind the glass, producing the show, The Sports Shop with Reese Kmac. 919-890-6200. Come on. I'm black and I'm proud. Come on.
I'm black and I'm proud.
The Sports Shop, Reese and Kmac. That's our YouTube. Go out and check us out. Sports Shop, Reese and Kmac. Go out there and check it out right there. I'm black and I'm proud. Come on. That's that JB.
Hey.
That's that JB. That's that JB to the bridge. Maceo. Maceo, Fred Wesley and the horns, baby. Peanut, the whole crew. Come on. Ooh-wee. Man, the best of the Sports Shop with Reese Kmac. That's our podcast. It is Juneteenth. And Pam, tell me, how we get Juneteenth again? Because people need to understand that.
Yes. So happy Juneteenth. Once again, it was 160 years ago that enslaved people in Galveston, Texas, learned that they had been freed after the Civil War's end. And it was 2 years after President Abraham Lincoln's Emancipation Proclamation. And it became a holiday on 2021, a federal holiday from President Joe Biden. And so you see the June and the 19th. They put it together, and that's where we get the name Juneteenth.
Yeah. And again, we'll be telling you more opportunities to go out and celebrate. I'm pretty sure you can just Google here in Raleigh, Durham. There are many places, but we're going to give you some places you can check out too as well, man. 919-890-6200. Let's go to the phones right now. We got our main man, 50 Grand, Shakai. Calling in. We ain't heard from him since the Knicks went down. Shakai, what's going on, man?
He free now. He woke up free. Good morning.
As Pam said, listen, I mean, I always chime in. I don't call every day like I used to, like I should do. But I'm here. I'm here. I'm doing good.
You see, we miss you. We want you to call in.
That's right.
Oh, I miss you guys. I can call every day if you need me to. I mean, don't get me started up in here. I mean, it's not a challenge. But today is a special day in my life. Of course, it is Juneteenth. That's number one. Numero uno, if you will. That's my Spanish for the day, Reese. Numero uno, my Spanish for the day. But today, 6 years ago today, my mother gave birth to her first child, and she started this Webb thing. You know what I'm saying? He went on to be with the Lord, but he was born 60 years ago today.
Oh,
my big
wow.
brother was born. Yeah.
Man, wow.
And also, his name is Brent Jarvis. His middle name is after my grandfather. And also, it's a very, very heavy day in my heart because, you know, my brother from another brother, Tim, Earl Reese.
Yes.
Yeah, he got his wings today, man.
Oh, wow.
And so today, man, I said, man, I can't go to work today. I said, it's my brother's birthday. My brother got his wings. It's Juneteenth. Black man can't work today. Not today.
I know,
Not
man.
today.
Definitely. I never knew your brother, but if it's anything like you himself, I know he was a good guy.
Absolutely.
Definitely knew Tim. Tim was the only guy I knew. He would knock you down, fight you for if you said something about Wake Forest. He's a Wake Forest.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Wake Forest fan.
Yeah, but really good,
Pam,
good guy.
Pam, Coach Phil Ford said he's the only man I know that like Wake Forest like that, but didn't go to Wake Forest.
Oh, yeah, okay.
That shows you how hard he rode with the Deacons. And I even shared that with his mother, man. But hey, look, I'm glad you guys are still on. I had to check the internet. I said, let me see if the sports shop is on. Let me see if Pam Thompson Smith and Earl Reese with an S was in the building today. But Earl said, hey, this ain't nothing but a cakewalk for Earl Reese. He can talk in his sleep. Come on, somebody.
You know that's right. He probably does.
Yeah, I probably do. It's sad. Thanks for calling us and reaching out, man. Let's recognize people.
I love you guys. I may call you guys. I may call you guys tomorrow too because I'm waiting for the Pacers to go down. I'm waiting. Wait. Peace and love. Let's go. Hey.
Appreciate you, man.
Earl Reese.
Yes, sir.
Sam Thompson Smith. Yeah. For my favorite movie, Do the Right Thing. Stay black.
All right. I'm black and I'm proud.
Wow. Oh, man, 919-890-6200, man. That was, it is Juneteenth. We are just celebrating this day. Again, we just celebrate it with an asterisk because some people say, are we?
Right, exactly.
And I'm not even playing. Things are changing. People trying to take us back to, I don't know, 1960. 160 years ago. But anyway, I mentioned that there was a big transaction that happened over the last 24 hours. Mm-hmm. And it's surprising to me, unbeknownst to me, it's a guy that convinced Jeannie Buss, who was a current owner, current owner of the majority owner, mm-hmm. I put it that way, of the Los Angeles Lakers. But now she's not the majority owner. The majority owner is a man who I never heard of, but I'm going to tell you about. His name is Mark Walter. Mm-hmm. Mark Walter bought the L.A., if you will, the L.A. Lakers from the Buss family for $10 billion with a B.
Woo!
Now,
billion.
He's no stranger to making these kind of purchases because, never heard his name until yesterday. He is the owner of the Los Angeles Dodgers as
mm-hmm,
well.
Mm-hmm.
And I think he owns Chelsea, soccer team.
He got quite a few things that he owns.
Yeah, it's crazy. Now, Jeannie Buss will still remain part of the minority part of the ownership. And by the way, Mark Walters was already a minority owner. He just bought the majority stake in it when he spent the $10 billion.
Yeah, so it happened in 2021. He got 27% stake in the Lakers, and that was already planned. That percentage gave him reportedly the right to buy out a majority at a later time.
Man, keep in mind he owns the Dodgers. He's not afraid to spend money.
Mm-mm.
Shante, what's his name? The greatest player I've seen in a long time.
Shanti.
Yeah, the baseball player anyway.
That's what I'm telling you.
Yeah, what's his name?
Ashanti.
Yeah, thank you, Pam.
I'm present today.
Thank
this
you.
morning.
I'm fine. You dropped the doggone donut, and now you Google this stuff. I appreciate it.
My hands are down here. But I know his paycheck.
I know, which is he getting close to that $1 billion mark too. So Mr. Walter is not afraid to spend money. I think several things are going to happen with this transaction. I'm not sure. I'm trying to figure out how is LeBron, how's this falling on him? Is this good for him? Not so good for him? I don't know. We'll see. But here's Shams on the Buss family selling the Lakers to Mr. Walter.
This is a historic $10 billion figure for a franchise Jerry Buss, the late Jerry Buss, acquired in 1979 for $67.5 million. Now, 46 years later, sold for $10 billion. And the Buss family appeared poised to really hold on to this team for what seemed to be forever. But now they will be selling the franchise. I am told that Jeannie Buss will stay on even after the sale as governor of the franchise, and the Buss family will also retain just over 15% of the team. That is now going to be majority owned by Mark Walter, the current owner of the Dodgers. He also has interest in other professional sports teams like the Sparks, as well as an F1 team.
Oh, the F1 team too, yeah. Man, he's all over the place.
Oh yeah, he got a lot of stuff under his. He's in the racing too.
Yeah, the
so he owns
F1,
those.
F1,
The racing
F1,
teams,
yeah.
the soccer teams.
I mentioned soccer.
Hockey.
Yep.
Oh, women's hockey.
Women's hockey.
He has a professional women's hockey team.
Oh, that's what.
League. The league. So he's touching everything.
Oh man, James Blackwell wants to play Public Enemy, Fight the Power. These are songs. Revolution will not be televised. Now, I love me some Gil Scott-Heron now.
That's good.
I love me some Gil Scott-Heron. As a matter of fact, I played that the other day, I think. So, yeah, those are the songs. See, we have so many great co-hosts on our show.
We do.
Guys like, Chuck Hunt, James Blackwell, and Billy Clyde Woods, my main guy. We got Daryl Jackson hanging as we got to the holiday just in the nick of time before. Yeah, we did. He said he passed that before Biden left. You're right. You're right about that. It's a good look, DJ. Daryl Jackson. I hadn't seen that name before. Thanks for chiming in, man. We got other people chiming in as well. Of course, K-Town Kendrick is always rolling with us too, and Randall Martin, of course, my main guy. So, but yeah, I think it's a good look for the Lakers. I'm not really sure how LeBron is feeling, but here's Brian Windhurst on. This should allow the Lakers to have more resources, really. Let's take a listen and see.
The Lakers operate with a small infrastructure. They do not operate like a lot of other teams. And I would only suspect that the modernization of the Lakers is about to come. And if I were another team, I would not think this is a great development. I think the Lakers are only going to get more dangerous as an organization with the more resources that are, theoretically here about to be poured into it.
Man.
Yeah, I was going to say that somebody asked that same question because, Reese is always right.
Right, what did it say?
Who are the winners and the losers?
Oh, okay.
And one that's listed as a winner would be Luka, just based on what he said, with them having more resources and things like that. LeBron, he's not going to be there too much longer. So it looks like Luka is the winner in this deal. And the loser, just as he said, is the competition. Because the Lakers are going to get stronger.
New guy may come and say, well, wait a minute. Now, why is Brandon on this team? His dad get ready to bounce at some point. I don't know. Yeah, we'll see. These are the games within the games during the offseason.
Absolutely.
That we always hear about. We got a big draft coming up, and in fact, I think, are we going to do a draft show? I don't know. We got to talk about that.
We should do that. But it says that, Mark, that right now he's not going to have that much involvement in the basketball operation.
I'll be damn. I'm paying $10
billion.
billion.
You think that's just on paper? He's
People
saying that.
People say all the
He ain't
time,
gonna-
"No, he's busy on the thing. I'll be damn. I pay $10 billion. I want to know how come these sodas cost so much up here? I'm gonna have leverage on everything. I'm paying $10 billion.
You can go in and change
I'm saying everything.
Oh my God!
Oh man, but no,
right.
it's gonna be interesting. One more sound bite. This is interesting. This is Yvonne Bua, who's saying that the Buss family was one of the great ownership families ever. I can agree with that. Keep in mind they own the Lakers for 46 years. Let's take a listen to the sound bite right quick.
I think he always had a keen sense of how to put on a show, and I think that continued with the Lakers throughout the 80s, 90s, and 2000s before he passed in 2013. So, yeah, I mean, I think if you look at the championships, the success, I mean, really up until his passing, like if you look at the Lakers' track record at that point, they were a walking 50 wins every season, playoff appearance every season, and they had actually basically made the finals in more seasons than not. So that body of work that he had is incredible, and obviously it hasn't been as much success since his passing, but they still won a championship. They still made a couple conference finals. So when it all is said and done, they are going to be regarded as one of the best ownership families of all time.
There you go. And one quick soundbite. There are some people seem to think that this change, ownership change, would not affect the future. Will not affect the future of LeBron James. Well, tell me why you say that, Dave.
I'm told, that one person that this decision to sell the team has no bearing on his decision moving forward with the Lakers is LeBron James. He still has a decision at the end of the month to decide to whether to opt in for next year's contract worth about $56 million or opt out and become a free agent. This decision by the Lakers to sell the team has no bearing on where LeBron is going to choose to go next year. And again, we've been given no indication thus far that LeBron won't be a Laker next season.
Okay, well, cool.
Interesting.
Yeah, I guess we'll find out, won't we?
Yeah. And one of the positive things that I'm reading about Mark Walters is that the Lakers, he'll be able to use the same strategies that he used with the Dodgers. That when he got the Dodgers, they were down, and now look where they are. One of the best franchises, if not the best franchise.
The best franchise
in baseball.
In baseball, you're right, Pam. And so, as a Laker fan,
you should be excited.
I'm excited about this. I mean, we can start throwing money at people.
Hey, he said, I'm excited as a Laker fan.
As a Laker fan.
I don't know.
He don't know what to do with you.
Well, what I do know is Pam's going to tell you something about our QR codes. I know that.
I'm excited not only to be beside a Laker fan, but also about our QR codes, which allow you to join all the excitement that we have going on the Sports Shop. So make sure you click on both. One will get you into our YouTube subscription. Make sure that you join, share, listen, and watch every day. But also we have some great things happening this summer and coming up in the fall, and we want to make sure that you're there with us. We want to make sure that you're able to win tickets. We have people that are coming on, comedy shows, different things that are going to be happening this summer as they come in. We want to give you an opportunity to win tickets to come out there, and this is how you do that, by clicking on our QR code and just joining our team.
Absolutely, man, because we may have a guest on the show tomorrow that if you're part of our team, you may have a chance to go see her.
Oh, awesome.
Still working on that, but I think it's going to happen tomorrow. Okay. But anyway, hey, on the other side, though, guess what? We got Game 6 of the NBA Finals.
Let's go.
Who you got? Why? Is Tyrese going to play? Is he risking his future? If he plays, because of, we heard. Anyway, I'll explain that when we get back. We got a lot to talk about. You better keep it locked in. It's Juneteenth. Let's go.
It's the vibe for me. The Sports Shop on Buzz Sports Radio.
Hey, Carolina Panthers fans, it's Dennis Cox from 99.9 The Fan. We're in the offseason, but it doesn't mean me and my co-host, WREL TV's Chris Lee, take a break from our podcast, Panthers Playbook. In every episode, we'll keep you up to date on Panthers news as training camp approaches, insights on the rookies, the free agents, and the surprises, plus all the insider info on the upcoming season. Follow and subscribe to Panthers Playbook wherever you discover your favorite podcast or watch on YouTube.
This is Kmac. You're tuned into the Sports Shop, where we go beyond the game and delve into the heart of what truly matters. It's time to talk about men's mental health. We're a community with a way of life that brings together family, friends, and fans to discuss the thrill of the big game. But life is about more than just sports. We recognize that every day men engage in various activities that form the fabric of their lives. Whether it's in the barbershop, the salon, or the cigar lounge, these are places where conversations flow freely, friendships are forged, and bonds are strengthened. Today, we want to remind all men out there that it's okay to talk about more than just the game. Your mental health matters. We understand that life can throw curveballs, and sometimes pressure can become overwhelming. It's important to remember that seeking help is a sign of strength and not weakness. If you or someone you know is struggling with their mental health, don't hesitate to reach out. There are resources available to provide support, guidance, and understanding. This is the Sports Shop, reminding you that your mental health is just as important as a game-winning touchdown or shot. Take care of yourselves and take care of each other. Your mental health matters. Let's go.
Is your whole home operating at peak performance? With Newcomb & Company, your independent trained dealer, proudly serving our community for over 70 years. As a Comfort contract customer, you'll get priority service and a 15% discount on all HVAC and plumbing service calls and repairs, including repairs and replacements for faucets, toilets, piping, garbage disposals, water heaters, drain cleaning, and more. Call 919-862-3000 or visit newcombandcompany.com. Newcomb & Company, your comfort is our business.
Hi, this is Phil Ford. Did you know that Allsco invented the restaurant uniform rental industry? Allsco offers a wide variety of chefware for any type of restaurant. From fine dining to fast casual, we can outfit your staff in chef coats, cook shirts, and pants. Not only that, but we can clean and press them every week to ensure your staff looks as good as your food. Call 800-408-0208 or visit allsco.com. That is ALSCO.com to learn more.
If you are interested in your student and student athlete receiving a scholarship to college, Prime Time Scouting is the company for you. This is Coach Ellis of Prime Time Scouting. We don't sell anything, we offer service. We are looking for those who are looking for us. Guaranteed scholarships with a money-back guarantee. Internships, relationships with all the divisions, 3, 2, 1, NAIA, HBCUs, and so forth, and also prep schools. Vetting the schools and coaches. Academic aid, discounts on services like training, tutoring, and film, help with the transfer portal, and also it's a lifetime commitment. The Sports Shop, Reese and Kmac, plus Primetime Scouting 55. That is your promo code that lets us know they found you for us. We offer service, we don't sell anything, let us help you.
Check out Coach Ellis and Primetime Scouting at primetimescouting.com.
You ever try fixing your car and realize you're missing that one part? Yeah, been there. That's why eBay's my go-to. They've got millions of parts, guaranteed to fit. I'm talking brake pads for when yours have seen one too many miles of stop and go. Oil filters, because you don't mess around with your engine care. Even got this cold air intake on my watch list. I might just go for it. To keep the ride cool and your DIY streak hot. Find all the parts you need at prices you'll love. Guaranteed to fit every time. eBay. Things. People. Love. Eligible items only. Exclusions apply.
Why? Why do we ignore the things that give us pause, that seem out of place, that don't feel right? The answer to why defines who we are. So if you see something, why do you say something?
I see safe for my friends.
For my community.
For my family.
For each other. Because all of this matters. We all have something worth protecting. So why do you see safe? Report suspicious activity to local authorities. If you see something, say something.
It's been said that when someone you love has Parkinson's, you have Parkinson's. If you have questions, the Parkinson's Foundation has answers. Learn more at parkinson.org or call 1-800-473-4636.
I'm attorney Brian Ritchie. Workers' comp can be tricky, but my law firm will be on top of all the complicated paperwork and sneaky deadlines so that all of your I's are dotted and T's are crossed. If you've been hurt on the job, I'm on top of it. Contact us at ritchielaw.com.
You're listening to The Sports Shop with Reese and Kmac, presented by Alsco Linen and Uniform Rental Services. Alsco, the worldwide leader in linen and uniform rental services for restaurants, healthcare, the automotive industry, and industrial facilities.
Oh. What? Here we go, Throwback.
Yay.
Welcome back to the Sports Shop. We're getting it in. Happy Juneteenth, by the way.
Happy Juneteenth.
Sports Shop with Reese and Kmac. I'm DL Reese. Rocking with Kmac in the building.
Good people.
And we got Pamela Tutter Smith, the firm.
Good morning.
We got A-Time Behind the Glass. 919-890-6200. Man, again, it's Juneteenth Day. James Blackwell just said at 6 p.m. today, if you're in Winston-Salem, at the Central County Library. He will be on the panel to discuss the relationship between Memorial Day and Juneteenth for anyone in the area. That'd be
that's
interesting.
good.
Interesting conversation. Yeah. I'm trying to understand how they got to Memorial Day and Juneteenth, but
Memorial Day
and Juneteenth. Interesting. Yeah. You piqued my interest anyway, James. I'm really curious about where that. And again, that's in Winston-Salem area. I'm pretty sure throughout the country there'll be places that they'll be celebrating Juneteenth or having discussions like this. Definitely in the Raleigh-Durham area. So, again, get a chance to get out and check them out. Please do. We've been talking a little bit about the major transaction that happened out in L.A. Kendrick brings up a good point, by the way. If the Lakers sold for $10 billion, how much would the Cowboys sell for?
Right now they'd be damn
about $2.
Free. They'd be damn near free.
Whatever, it won't be free.
It'd be I mean, if we go on our winning percentage.
Well, that's not what you go off. The Dallas Cowboys currently are valued at $10.1 billion.
Okay, but it's interesting
that
because
includes parking though.
But listen, so the valuation for the Lakers was the total valuation $10 billion. That's why he paid that much because he already maybe it's more than that because he already owned 27% of it. So to get the other percentage, he had to pay $10 billion for that. So yeah, it's probably higher than the $10 billion number in terms of total valuation. Yeah. Valuation of that franchise. So we'll see. But anyways, that's a good question.
And the numbers show that the Lakers franchise is one of the most successful, or almost the most successful franchise in the NBA.
Successful.
Yes.
Okay.
How
you find success?
By winning percentage, by number of wins, by it's like 5 or 6 other stats. I forgot yesterday. I saw the chart yesterday. But they're like they're the first in like 8 categories when it comes to actual like quote unquote performance.
Okay.
And as far as changing, it was previously valued at $7 billion.
Who was that?
The Lakers.
Okay.
Previously.
Okay.
So when it came time to purchase it, the value had went up, and that's how he purchased for $10 billion, which sets the new record as the highest value of a professional sports franchise. Your Lakers.
Yeah, so once again, I didn't see nobody say nothing about the Cowboys. I don't know why y'all come over these. Every time you talk to somebody about the Cowboys, they say, "Oh, it's worth this, it's worth that." Once again, here we are, hit a fact show.
But that's because it actually sold. Now, once we get ready to sell.
Yeah, I mean, price. No. They're one of the most valued franchises in all of sports, though. I mean, even though we throw shade at
Thank you.
That's one of Jerry Jones. I mean, he bought it for what?
I don't know. It was something small,
like $2 million or something like that.
Yeah.
And it's definitely worth a lot more than that now.
Yes.
So you give. I mean, even though they don't win, that the value, the Cowboy fans, the branding, the merchandise. I mean, it's crazy. Just think if they were winning, how crazy it would be.
I mean, it's to me though. It's like iPhone hype.
You know what? I know he did not.
It's like iPhone.
Well, a new iPhone comes out every 10 months.
And y'all dumbass keep going getting them. Y'all keep signing up. Like, oh, I need this one. Like, how many pictures did you take?
I know I'm getting ready to go get another one there.
My mom just bought one.
Hey, look, my favorite is they say, oh, it's got a new camera.
Yes.
I said, how about this? How about you just clean the lens on the one that you have when you take a picture? The camera worked just fine. I mean, I'm just saying, man. I mean, it's all software update. Pretty soon you get the same software update as the new one. But y'all go buy another one.
Oh, that's funny, man.
But it's all good. But that's how the Cowboys got y'all the same way. He sell y'all the same bill of goods every year, and here you go. We going all the way, baby.
Wow.
Well, here we go, and we're going tonight, 8:30. I think the game is different. I think the time is.
I think it is 8:30. I think you're right.
It's 8:30. Okay, all right. Back in Indiana, going back to Indiana. Indiana, here I come.
There you go.
I told you that's that Tourette's breakout.
There you go.
It happens at least a couple times on this show.
Reese he speaks through music.
That's right.
Something's wrong with him.
He can sing it to you.
I'm exactly right. I wonder what I'll be singing tomorrow. It's going to be Indiana pushes the series to Game 7, or OKC celebrating, the state of Oklahoma celebrating the victory for the OKC Thunder? What are you guys' thoughts? Who comes out tonight?
I think OKC comes out tonight, especially with, I don't know, with Halliburton being hurt, even if he tries to play hurt, that's going to hurt the team. So I think this is it.
I think the Halliburton, I think Rick Carlisle, understanding the issue with Halliburton, he has a plan. And I don't think OKC, for some reason, OKC, they don't adjust well in game. They struggle with in game adjustments. And I have a feeling that they're not going to be on point tonight the way they should be, and I think Indiana wins.
So there's no you don't have any unreadiness relative to Tyrese Halliburton's injury?
No, I think Rick Carlisle's already playing for that.
Okay.
I think and you're gonna get a heavy dose of Mathurin.
Yeah,
and McConnell.
The crime fighter.
Yeah,
you're
gonna get a real heavy dose of those two, and I think
TJ,
I think that's going to throw off OKC.
Yeah. Which both of them went to Arizona too, by the way.
Right.
Yeah, that's kind of cool.
But you know what? I'm never been a trainer, never been a doctor. But let me tell you what my thoughts on Tyrese Halliburton. Because the fear is that he may pull a KD. You remember KD had his calf that turned into a Achilles. Why not just tape his Achilles up real tight? And I mean, what? I mean, hey, I'm
want him to play hurt.
Hey, Pell, go get your stuff.
No,
go get your stuff on the wall, Pell.
That's what my granddad probably say. He got to do tape it up real tight. Put an ace banding on it first, then put the tape over there.
I know damn
well. Wait a minute. You put an ace band, you wrap it up tight, A-Town. Then you go across that white tape.
I didn't know.
And tighten it up real tight.
Oh my God.
Then the Achilles part. No, so that means you don't put a lot of pressure on your Achilles. And if the calf start messing up, it won't affect your Achilles, so he can play. Maybe it's just me.
It's just you.
Wait till I tell my daughter this.
I mean, there are a whole lot of fans that want this.
She gonna fall out of that
hey,
chair.
Mac. But logically, it don't make sense. Logically, I mean, you may lose. When you lay it too tight, start losing blood, you may faint. But your Achilles will be okay.
He'll be able to start the season.
He better start seeing that shit. I mean, you gotta do what you can. Okay, just me. Hey, Tal, I can't get no support from you. Hey, Tal.
I can't believe he said it's tight. Just tape it up real tight. Come on, man.
I'm back. Okay. So now we got these sophisticated trainers, and
Don't forget you put him in the right shoe.
Right.
Change his shoe.
All these team doctors down here back in '65, they had no damn trainers. Tape it up.
Oh my God.
Okay.
Oh my God.
Actually, when I thought about it, I thought it was pretty logical to me. That it turned into maybe not so much. But anyway, I think we ought to try it. That way, you can ensure that Tyrese he won't be down the whole season by tearing his his Achilles. So you tape it up. You tape it up real tight. You got to worry about
Oh boy!
You may get a cramp from time to time, but you can come back off of that.
And that's why we call him Dr. Reese. That's why we call him Dr. Reese. Rub some of that salve on it over there.
And you know what? Actually, when you think about it, if he doesn't, if he doesn't play tonight,
I can go to Spanish conversation. Keep it going.
We're gonna change it up a little bit.
Okay.
If he doesn't play tonight, because he his average went down, they're really only replacing about 17 points.
So it don't even matter.
Maybe with the tape,
he
can get 17.
That's what I'm saying. I'm just trying.
Then take him out.
My whole thought behind this, I don't want him to pull the KD. So if his calf is hurting, make sure his Achilles stays intact and tape it up real tight with ace band. Didn't go real. Put a double white tape on it.
What else you got?
You gotta do what you can for the team.
You get
Take
a flat.
it.
You feel it with sand. What else we gonna do today? What else we got today? Come on, people. Come on, people. I ran out of salt, so I used sugar.
No, I just.
What else we got?
Oh my God!
I thought it made sense well before I said it.
It happens a lot.
Oh wow!
Bubble.
I got a headache. Drink water.
That does kind of help.
That'll make sense, though.
That does help.
Just in the spirit of just what I'm talking about, could that possibly make sense to anybody?
Okay. How about you restate in 10 seconds? 10 seconds.
So,
restate.
no, the issue is that why he's not playing. They're afraid to play him. Calf muscle. They reflect back to what happened.
Because he got a strained calf, and they're afraid it could lead to a torn Achilles.
With Kevin Durant, and it's happened many other places where people had calf. It's because they favor the Achilles more because you want to stay off the calf. Maybe you put more pressure on Achilles. So, but if you tape it up real tight,
which the calf and the Achilles?
Just Achilles.
Just Achilles.
So to prevent. I mean, hell, more I'm thinking about it, I think it makes a lot of sense. You tape it up real tight, and you keep the pressure from going to Achilles, even though your calf's not working, it'll keep all that intact, and you won't injure yourself. It's like a preventative measure in terms of you don't have a torn Achilles. Your Achilles will be intact because it'll be taped up tight enough. It can't go nowhere.
Thank you, Dr. Reese.
Thank you.
How does 1/8 of an inch, something so small, be the difference in such a big commodity in our whole lifetime?
That sound like some Cam may say, though.
Even Cam Newton said, and y'all making fun of me.
Exactly.
I would Reese, tape it up. Tape it up. Just tape it up, people. Tape it up.
I'm telling you, logically, it makes a lot of sense. I thought
that makes sense.
I tell you right now. There's no
we joking, huh?
If they come out tonight and they do this, because they always like to find little nuggets, and they talk about how they changed the tape job.
The Adam Gold Show.
Minicamp is great. I love the optimism around the wide receiver position. It all comes back to Bryce Young, though, doesn't it? Look, he was so good at the end of the year last year, but I just don't know what level of importance, what value to place on games in which it did not matter whether or not Carolina won or lost. Not that there wasn't value, I'm just skeptical about it.
The Adam Gold Show, weekdays starting at noon on 99.9 The Fan.
The law offices of Gregory and R. Williams, PLLC, is here to serve your legal needs in the areas of personal injury, estate planning, civil litigation, and traffic matters. Whether you were injured through no fault of your own in an auto accident, or if you need to complete or update your will, your power of attorney, living will, or trust, or if you're injured through breach of contract, contact GRW Law, where we protect the injured and counsel the uninsured. You can reach us at 919-282-4696, or you can visit us on the web at grw-law.com.
Out on credit cards, struggling with high interest debt? You can pay it all off in days with Loan Pronto's Rapid Equity Loan. Hey, it's Dennis Cox. Get cash out now without touching your low rate first mortgage. No appraisals, no waiting, no BS. The Rapid Equity Loan program at Loan Pronto is amazing. One Loan Pronto client just got $300,000 approved in under 24 hours. They paid off debt, renovated the kitchen, and cut their monthly expenses by $1,800. That's a huge turnaround. Loan Pronto, instant approvals, low rates, no hard credit pull up front. Listen, your home equity is yours. Use it. Get cash to consolidate your debt down to one easy low monthly payment. Call Loan Pronto now for a free instant appraisal for your home and see how much cash you can get today. Loan Pronto is A+ rated by the BBB and have nearly 2,500 5-star Google reviews. Their service is off the charts. Call now to start the conversation. 919-381-1760, loanpronto.com. 919-381-1760. Get debt relief now. loanpronto.com. Equal housing lender. NMLS 166171 on approved credit. NMLSconsumeraccess.org.
The thought of my sons growing up without me inspired me to quit smoking.
I talked to my doctors, and then I threw away all my cigarettes, ashtrays, and lighters.
I started exercising instead of smoking.
Getting support from friends online kept me on track.
Staying away from alcohol when I was first quitting was key.
Instead of smoking after I ate, I'd get up and take a walk.
I missed having a cigarette in my hand, so I'd hold a pen or a straw, anything.
Until I knew I wouldn't give in to temptation, I spent more time with my friends who didn't smoke.
I went to places that were smoke-free.
I didn't stay quit the very first time I tried.
I kept on trying, and I learned something each time.
Do whatever it takes.
No matter how many times it takes.
I quit.
I quit.
I quit.
We did it, so can you.
You can quit. For free help, call 1-800-QUIT-NOW. A message from the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services and CDC.
Hey, wouldn't it be great if life came with a remote control? You could hit pause when you needed to, or hit rewind. Like that time you knocked down that wasp's nest.
Uh-oh.
Or that time you forgot to roll up your windows in the car wash.
Fantastic.
Yeah, a remote control would have come in handy then. Well, life doesn't always give you time to change the outcome. but prediabetes does. With early diagnosis and a few healthy changes like managing your weight, getting active, stopping smoking, and eating healthier, you can stop prediabetes before it leads to type 2 diabetes. It's easy to learn your risk. Take the 1-minute test today at doihaveprediabetes.org. Life doesn't come with a remote control. Yikes! So you're on your own with the wasps. You have the power to take control of prediabetes. Visit doihaveprediabetes.org today. That's doihaveprediabetes.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and its Prediabetes Awareness Partner.
You can't buy a best friend. You can love them, walk them, pet them, and care for them, whether they want you to or not. You can take a picture or 50. You can fly to the moon, travel the world, or just stay in bed. You can't buy a best friend like that, but you can adopt one. There are millions of pets waiting for a best friend just like you. Help us save them all at bestfriends.org.
Hunger lives in neighborhoods all around us, but it doesn't have to. Together, we can provide 1 billion meals by 2030, because everyone should be welcome at the table. Learn more at nourishingneighbors.com.
This hour of Buzz Sports Radio is powered by Ritchie Law Firm, injury lawyers. Ritchie Law is on top of it. Go to ritchielaw.com.
That's ritchielaw.com.
Your home for Duke football. WCMC HD2, HD3 Holly Springs, WDNC AM Durham, and WCLY AM Raleigh. The Buzz.
I'm WRAL meteorologist Elizabeth Gardner. We got another scorcher of a day in our forecast. A high of 95 this afternoon. It'll feel like up to 103. And then later in the afternoon and evening, thunderstorms pop up. Today is a WRAL weather alert day. Some of those storms could produce some hail and some wind damage. Those storms die down overnight. We'll see a low of 71. Behind the front, it's a little cooler and slightly less humid. We'll see partly cloudy skies tomorrow with a high of 91.
As always, you can visit the Sports Shop website, thesportshopradio.com, to catch up on all things Sports Shop. Help put together by our friends at Creative Allies. Creative Allies believes that everyone deserves great marketing, no matter your budget. The team at Creative Allies can help you with everything digital. That means a logo design or a new website. If you're a small business owner who needs a little help with marketing, you should reach out. Visit creativeallies.com or send an email to marketing@creativeallies.com.
Will not be brought to you by the Schaefer Award Theater and will not star Natalie Woods and Steve McQueen or Bullwinkle and Julia. The revolution will not give your mouth sex appeal. The revolution will not get rid of the nubs. The revolution will not make you look 5 pounds thinner because the revolution will not be televised.
What you mean the revolution won't make me 5 pounds thinner?
There will be no pictures of you and Willie Mae pushing that shot.
I signed up for nothing.
Trying to decide on color TV and just an ambulance.
That wasn't the revolution. He said the revolution will make you 5 pounds thinner. But what the hell I signed up for?
The revolution will not be televised.
Huh? I don't know, man.
There will be no pictures of pigs shooting down brothers on the instant replay. There will be no pictures of pigs shooting down brothers on the instant replay. There will be no pictures of Whitney Young being run out of Harlem on a rail with a brand new process. There will be no slow motion or still lights.
Welcome back. Welcome back on this special
I like this one. Gil Scott Harris
of Sports Shop Radio. Kmac. And the lovely, talented, and ever so uncomfortable Pamela Thompson-Smith. What's up, Pamela?
Good morning.
How you doing?
I'm doing great.
Sure was a nice shirt. What's Reese and I had one?
We were nice.
Yeah, this is an AACF African American Cultural Festival. This was a while ago. This was 20.
Well, I think that's our point. How long you guys been doing that?
This is year 16, sweet 16. We in the sweet spot now.
Of the 16 years, could you possibly have pulled out 2 T-shirts over the 16 years?
I haven't been doing it 16 years. I've been doing it
okay.
a little while, though. You're right. You
should
have at least 4.
Don't tell me, exactly.
You should have at least 4.
At least 4.
Okay.
So we got 4 shots at this already.
Yeah.
So this year's number 5.
Yeah.
Are we gonna get it done?
I think I still have last year's in my trunk that are for you guys.
Okay. Anyway.
I'm gonna get you your shirts.
You been washing your car with them damn shirts. You ain't giving them to
You
us.
seen the car? It ain't been washed.
That's why you and Wade get along so well. You still get my damn Firebirds jersey. You keep giving me this stuff that's like, I don't even think A-Town can wear some of the stuff he be handing me.
You get
I'm like,
what's
what?
in the
I
box.
said, how you gonna help me a large? I said, Reese, how you gonna help me a large?
Well, I did tell him that, and he said make him come get it. So really, he just wants you to come to the game.
That's what it is.
He has your shirt at the game.
Okay. I tell you what, let me come over there and I don't have no shirt. Wow. We got A-Town behind the glass. What's up, A?
Doing well, feeling good.
Wrap it up real tight. Put some garlic.
I didn't expect that, but
and an iced potato on it.
Okay, all right. Now, I'm just telling you.
You know, sweet potatoes have healing properties.
Oh, my goodness.
How we doing on the poll question today? Yep.
So the poll question can be found on X, formerly known as Twitter, through Buzz Sports Radio, the Sports Shop 1. And the first poll question, will the Thunder end the Pacers season tonight, yes or no? And it's 50-50. And the second poll question, if you had an expansion franchise, who would you choose as your first player, Kevin Durant or Kobe Bryant? And it's 50-50.
Wow.
Hey, say that one more time. I'm sorry.
Wow.
If you had an expansion franchise, who would you choose as your first player, Kevin Durant or Kobe Bryant?
You mean like in their current state?
No.
Kevin, you so stupid.
I think they're prime, probably.
Kevin, that ain't even damn funny.
I mean, they both old as hell. I mean, come on.
Okay.
Facts.
Okay, never mind. It was just asking, man. Who again?
KD and Kobe Bryant, right?
Yes.
Hmm.
And the thing is, KD probably because I don't know. Hell no. It's Kobe all day for me. I'm sorry.
I could say it, but
I know.
Don't say it.
Don't say it.
That's a shame. Y'all think it's dead, man.
Oh, KD. No, but
Kobe Bryant ain't even here.
I know, but given the question, I mean. Anyway, let's keep moving, man.
We get a chance to do this each and every week, and this week is no different. We get a chance to dish it up with Dr. Deborah Strobel. Let's go.
From the basketball court at the University of Virginia to the classroom at UNC Chapel Hill, Dr. Deborah Stroman has it all covered. Now this professor and sports business entrepreneur is about to take you to school. It's time for Dishing It Up with Dr. Stroman and the Sports Shop on Buzz Sports Radio.
Well, y'all aren't going to say it, but I'm going to say it. Kobe versus KD, we have some very, very uninformed listeners.
Ooh. Talk to me.
I'm going to say it.
Talk to me, D.
Ooh. Come on, Kobe and KD, that's not even a contest. But I'm going to leave it right there. But yes, I said it, and I would love to talk to anybody online, on the YouTube channel, whatever. You don't know the history. You do not know the history. Wow. But anyway,
I'm with you.
It is a great day. It is Juneteenth, and we're going to talk about Juneteenth and consciousness. I have so much to say here, but I want to make sure that I'm allowing some time for some dialogue back and forth. But for those who don't know, we got to talk about the facts. Juneteenth, it is a combination of the words June and 19th. So it represents that date in 1865 that the Union General, Gordon Granger, arrived in Galveston, Texas. And he had a General Order Number 3 announcing that enslaved Africans, that slavery was over, that General Lee had surrendered and that slavery was over. 2021, President Joe Biden signed the bill making Juneteenth a federal holiday, which means that federal employees get time paid up. You get to go home or do service work, and you get paid. For private companies, it is a choice. So that is why we have many friends and family members who are still working today, if you work for a private company. The now 98-year-old Opal Lee, who is a sorority sister, Zeta Phi Beta Sorority Incorporated.
Okay.
She is known as the grandmother of Juneteenth. She is known as the grandmother. In fact, after he signed it, he walked over to her and gave her her well-deserved praise. She actually walked from Texas to the Capitol, basically bringing more attention to Juneteenth. So that order number 3 is important for us to look at the myths of Juneteenth. Yes, it did state that the people of Texas, not across the country at the time, but the people of in Texas were informed about this. But little did we know that it didn't mean that you were to go celebrate and have a good time and go, start your own business or whatever. These freedmen, formerly enslaved, the freedmen, they were advised to remain quietly at their present homes, as in on the plantation, and to work for wages. As in just negotiate. Now, you know what negotiation must have been like, but you were to negotiate with your former master and figure out how much money you're going to get paid. So you know how that went.
Yeah.
Another part of this, the myths or mistakes of Juneteenth history, officially, General Order Number 3 did not actually end enslavement in the United States.
Yeah.
Again, on June 19th, 1865. It was abolished by the 13th Amendment, which was passed on January 31, 1865, as in earlier that year, and yet it wasn't officially ratified by Congress until December 6th of 1865. It took nearly a year for our politicians to pass this. So the 13th Amendment states neither slavery nor involuntary servitude except as a punishment for a crime, whereof the party shall have been duly convicted, shall exist within the United States. So that's why we say today that mass incarceration is, as Douglas Blackman brilliantly wrote in his Pulitzer Prize-winning book, Slavery by Another Name. That's what mass incarceration is, because you can have enslavement, involuntary servitude, when people are locked up. I encourage people to take a look at the documentary or the book Slavery by Another Name. The other part about this is we talk about the Emancipation Proclamation. That's another proclamation that President Lincoln had announced back in 1863, nearly 2 years prior to Juneteenth, right? It only addressed the institution of enslavement in the Confederate States, which were at that time, they were at war with the federal government. So way back when, President Lincoln had said, everybody's free, but it didn't apply to the Confederate States, as in they didn't comply because they had left the so-called Union.
Right.
Yeah. Okay, the other thing to say here about the myths and the misinformation. There were troops actually already in Texas, all right? So even though General Granger in his order number 3 gets all the attention, gets all the praise as in setting people free, there were actual announcements about the Emancipation Proclamation that everybody was free in the Confederate States. It's just that you didn't have a modern day system of mass communication. So it took time to get out the news, whether it's handbills, telegraph, and newspapers. In fact, in 1862, there was the Emancipation Proclamation was published in full in Houston in a newspaper called the Tri-Weekly Telegraph. So again, it wasn't like the Texas folks were completely clueless. Most enslaved people, of course, were illiterate at the time because it was against the law to teach us how to read. But they could certainly listen and they could hear their masters discussing it. Okay? Also, I'll say that Texas was not the last state to retain slavery. It was the last slave-holding state of the Confederacy to free its slaves. But the border states of Delaware and Kentucky, they continued enslavement until it was abolished again by the 13th Amendment. And so here is one quiz question for you. What was the last state to ratify the 13th Amendment, which abolished slavery? What state was the last one to abolish it? Anybody know?
Can we get a multiple choice on that one?
I don't know.
Yeah.
All right, we'll do multiple choice.
Yeah.
Kentucky, South Carolina, Mississippi, or Louisiana?
Well, that's interesting.
That didn't help.
I'm gonna go Kentucky. It's either that or Mississippi.
I'm going. I'm surprised Alabama won't pull it. I was going to say Alabama off the dribble, but no. Louisiana.
Now, what letter were you taught to always check in multiple choice when you don't know the answer?
C.
All the above.
C. That's right. You always check C, and that's where I put the answer. It's Mississippi.
Wow.
Hey, I got it right.
I'm glad that you all are sitting down because here's the kicker. Mississippi ratified the amendment. Now, remember, the 13th Amendment passed in 1865. Mississippi ratified the amendment in 1995, but because the state never officially notified the U.S.
Wait a minute. Hold up. Wait. Come
on,
Matt. Come on, Matt. Come on now. So, if you walk around and you walking back down and you start reading the menu, they can take you to jail.
Keep going, Dr. Stroh. Keep going, Dr. Stroh.
You don't bust around.
Dr. Stroh said 1995. Keep going, Dr. Stroh. There's got to be more to the story.
Yes, there is. Mississippi ratified the amendment in 1995. Because the state never officially notified the United States Archivist, the ratification was not official until February 7th, 2013. The state of Mississippi had never submitted the required documentation to ratify the 13th Amendment, meaning it never officially had abolished slavery.
Y'all been free in 12 years. Y'all been free 12 years.
That's right.
What? 160 versus 12? What the hell's going on?
I've been on the run the whole time.
That's why you left.
We going up north.
That's why he left.
I've been on the run the whole time.
Now you can imagine the excuses they had over all these years not to turn the papers in.
That's the craziest thing in the world right there.
Yeah.
Like, what?
So Mississippi continues to be challenged. So, we are a sports show, so I want to put those two together. And here's my list of black athletes who you can tell are free, or as I like to say, conscious.
Okay.
No doubt Joe Louis, 1914 to 1981. A lot of people don't know about what Joe was doing to fund black community events and activism and all of that. I guess the hero of everyone is Muhammad Ali,
Absolutely.
1942 to 2016. Here's one people might not have heard of, Rosianna Rose Robinson, 1924 to 1976. She was a track and field star. She turned down the chance to compete at the 1960 Olympics in political protest. To make a long story short, and I encourage people to take a look at Rose Robinson. At the Pan American Games in 1961, when the Star-Spangled Banner was played, Robinson remained seated. She said that the anthem and the flag represented war, injustice, and hypocrisy. And this was 57 years before Colin Kaepernick knelt. So Rose Robinson.
Okay,
Jackie Robinson. Yep, Jackie Robinson. We know about his amazing work, 1919 and 1972. Tommy Smith, right? With John Carlos, Mexico City Olympics in 1968.
Yes.
Booed on the medal stand, but he defiantly raised his fist again to make it clear what he did was intentional and unapologetic. Here's one that I had the opportunity to actually sit down and talk to this gentleman, Craig Hodges. Who's Craig Hodges? Y'all remember?
Oh, absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And he got banned from NBA, in my opinion.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
He was actually in the starting backcourt with Michael Jordan when he hit the shot against Cleveland. But Craig Hodges was known for his activism. He grew up in a very race-conscious family. In 1991, he tried to convince the Chicago Bulls teammates and the opposing Los Angeles Lakers to boycott Game 1 of the NBA Finals, complaining about the lack of black ownership in the NBA. When they went to the White House after winning the 91 championship, Craig Hodges wore a dashiki. So you imagine what that looked like back then. Yep. And yes, he was basically let go and never had a chance to play in the NBA again, even though he was a 40% three-point shooter back then.
Yeah, he won a three-point shooting contest at the All-Star game a couple of times. Yeah.
Yes. And then more recently, Colin Kaepernick, of course, 2016 when he knelt. Serena Williams, very, very vocal advocate for black women. LeBron James, Carmelo Anthony. People might not know that LeBron James actually consulted with President Barack Obama during the work stoppage in the wake of the James Blake shooting. Jaylen Brown, he's my new hero in this space.
Yes.
Boston Celtics, just a brilliant brother. Cal Berkeley graduate, did a lot of marching. Today he's very, very loud in terms of his politics and how he feels about our community. And then I'm going to add Jalen Hurts in a very quiet way. Chose not to visit the White House when the Eagles won the championship, and he's doing a lot of flexing with his all-black advising team. So Juneteenth, freedom, and consciousness.
I love it.
That's awesome.
Be free, be conscious.
Yeah.
Don't let it be 2013.
Are there any athletes or administrators, GMs, people in sports that you admire for their consciousness and lifting up the injustices that we still face?
Oh, that's a great question.
I know this may sound just completely crazy, but I really do admire the way Greg Popovich, in a sense, and Steve Kerr.
Steve Kerr's a great one.
They just unapologetically just call out the foolishness.
Those are two great ones.
And they just say, look, man, you know and I know that this is stupid. In the way that you're doing this is wrong. I don't know why you think it's right, but it's just wrong. And then they just move on. They just it's like I call for this all the time. I always say, if people would just do a little bit better job checking their neighbors on just the flat out lies and just foolishness, I think we can get a lot further ahead. But a lot of people just sit there and let their peers say stupid stuff and do stupid stuff and run off thinking crazy. And it's like, you could stop this. You sit right next to them. You could say, come on, man, that's the dumbest thing I ever heard.
I have to echo.
Just as simple as that.
Those two names, those are perfect names, and I mean, they're spot on. Those are great suggestions.
Yeah, I don't sign up for let's shut down the league and let's do this and let's cut off the bridges and destroy stuff. I don't necessarily sign up for that, but I will say I really do appreciate when people just call people out for just for being stupid. Yeah, I really do have a better appreciation for that.
No, thank you for that. They are great examples. I don't subscribe to that as well, but I also understand when you've got a foot on your neck, and you don't know where your next meal is coming from. How are you going to, put food in your baby's mouth? I can understand the rage. I completely understand it. And then people will fuss and say, well, why are they tearing up their own neighborhoods? They don't see any ownership in their neighborhoods, right?
That's right.
And if there were black businesses in that town, and generally there aren't, they are owned and managed by people who don't look like themselves.
Right.
So I completely get it. But thank you for lifting up two great ally leaders. I don't like to use the word ally, but ally leaders in Coach Pop and Kerr.
Yeah. And there are others we just can't think of. A lot of them we probably don't even know. They're doing things underneath. Behind the scenes that they'll make an impact as well.
And the way Brown is doing it for Boston, I think is, Kyrie does it one way, but now Brown is doing it. But Brown is really, really, really intentional about calling out things that you really can't dispute, right? And it makes it really plain and really clear that the system of which he wants to try to attack is what he's bringing to the forefront. It's not just you call somebody an N-word or you do this, you do that. He's really challenging the system that keeps, black and brown people oppressed.
This is a very good discussion, though. You make people think when you ask that question. And I would love to say that there's a plethora amount of people that we can name off the bat, but I'm not. We can't do that right now, and I'm not sure.
Right.
That's not good. That's really. I ain't gonna hurt my money. I ain't gonna say that. A lot of people are afraid of the backlash if they speak how they really feel about certain topics, particularly social issues that we have going on in this country right now. And I think if you hadn't looked around, paid attention, we at the highest level. I think we've been held since the 1960s.
Ever.
Yes.
Seriously.
Yeah.
I mean, seriously.
That's right.
Don't sleep.
I think, honestly, I really despise it that we're
Yeah.
we're here.
Yeah.
But you gotta either be conscious today, now, or never, because it was a slippery slope we were headed down. I'm telling you, man, we were sleepwalking, like for real. People were sleepwalking in their own, perceived success, not realizing that the system was still in play.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
well, I think as we continue to apply this consciousness into ownership, do for self, do for community. People talk about self-care, and I always like to make sure that we also double down on community care.
Yeah.
Because we can't be selfish. We can't be all about ourselves. You stand on someone's shoulders, and we need to give respect and also lift as we climb, right? And so it's important to have community care as well. And so I'm very, very grateful for those athletes who are making millions and millions of dollars, who continue to be concerned about those who don't have anything or who have little. And I do want to say WNBA athletes as well for the way they stepped up for the Black Lives Matter movement as well. And thank you for what you all are doing. You all are role models each and every day, especially now being on YouTube. We can watch every move that you make.
We appreciate it.
As you present. So the fixing of the hair and the scratching of the beard
Yeah,
and all of that. But it's a great image in showing your consciousness to be able to even have these type of conversations. So I salute you as well.
Yeah, and Chuck Hunt said the same thing. It's great that you all can have a sports show where you can talk social issues freely, and we've been that way for 15 years. And just a little addition point to just speaking out loud. I know we go to Cigar Shop every day. I know 3 people, 2 in this room. I mean, Grace is another one where we have this interesting conversation where people try to justify a lot of things that's going on in this country, and we have open discussion about it.
That's right.
And that's how come I get alarmed about what comes out of people's mouth when they try to justify what's going on. It blows my mind.
Yeah.
It makes me really, really nervous about where we are in this country. But they get challenged like you wouldn't believe.
And I, as you can imagine, I accept that challenge.
I'm sure you do.
We lean into it now.
I accept that challenge wholeheartedly, because I don't have a problem having a conversation. You don't have to, we don't have to all
agree.
Sing from the same all that. I don't have a problem having a conversation.
Yeah.
But if we can put the coffee mug in the center of the table and say, we both agree this is blue, right?
Right.
Right. And the right thing to do is to leave it blue. Yes. Okay. You got to explain to me why we got to change it to green.
Right.
If we both come to now some people, well, no, I don't think it's blue. But what? Then you realize what you're working with, right? So there are some people that they just will not accept reality, that some things are just human. Right, and being a human, they don't accept that as a reality. They believe that you should, you got to conform to what they believe, what they want to see. But we don't have a problem having a conversation. That's what we do.
Yeah,
and that's the beautiful thing.
Yep.
I think we can certainly look at our educational institutions and point a lot of fingers in terms of what we're not taught and what's not in the curricula, which is it's valid. That is a fact. But once you get a certain age, you have to think about, how am I going to be a critical thinker? I can Google Scholar, I can research, I can talk to people who are experts, I can listen to the sports shop and learn. But once you get a certain age, it's on you. It's your responsibility. We can't blame anymore. You can research this stuff and come to the conclusion that the cup is blue.
Right.
Right?
Yep.
And if you
do your homework.
If 99.9% of the people say this is, you realize this is blue.
I mean,
and you say,
well,
I just don't see a reason why it has to be blue, because this is something that needs. I'm like, what?
It's just
like, wow, okay.
Try to justify that. It's ridiculous.
But anyway, Dr. Stroman, it's been a pleasure.
Thank you so much.
I was looking forward to our Juneteenth conversation. I knew we was going to have a good one. You didn't disappoint.
Oh, thank you. Y'all have a great day. Enjoy the celebrations. Hug someone, lift someone up, and definitely check in on your friends and family members.
There you go.
Outstanding.
Thank you so much. Love you.
Bye.
What you have, A-Town?
That's good stuff there, man.
Hey, the Sports Shop listeners, it's time to step up our game for the Durham Public Schools Foundation. We're shining the spotlight on this incredible nonprofit dedicated to ensuring every student in DPS thrives. Thanks to the power of our united community, you can make a big play by donating or volunteering. Your support is a game changer our students need, hoping to provide the resources and opportunities they deserve. Take action today by visiting bullcityschools.org. Whether you're giving a little or giving a lot, Signing up to volunteer or spreading the word, you're making a difference. Together we can achieve amazing things for our students. Durham Public Schools Foundation and Sport Shop listeners, let's team up for our kids.
Yeah, don't assume you know what we thinking. We may surprise you. Some things we may think that you didn't think we thought that way. But for the most part, let's just have a conversation. We're okay with it. Reese get a little salty sometime, but he'll be all right. Give him a bourbon or two, he'll be just fine. When we come back on the other side, we got Greer Webb calling in, man. We're going to have another great conversation. I'm sure you don't want to miss this. Juneteenth Sports Shop style. Let's go.
Now back to the Sports Shop with Reese and Kmac on Buzz Sports Radio.
Hey, it's Victoria with 99.9 The Fan with a Men's Health Month tip from WakeMed Heart and Vascular. Each year, smoking causes more than 480,000 deaths in the United States. That's nearly 1 in 5 deaths. Those aren't odds you want to play with. Don't put off kicking the habit. In just 1 year after quitting, a person's risk for coronary heart disease decreases by half. Learn more about how you can quit and get started today, plus other ways to care for your heart at wakemed.org.
First aid kits should be ready in case of an emergency, but most fall short. Alsco has you covered with one flat rate, never expired, user-friendly first aid system that is ready whenever an emergency strikes. Alsco's representatives check and refill the first aid kit on a regular basis to ensure it is always stocked and ready to go for one flat weekly rate. The first aid kit that has you covered when you need to be covered. Call 1-800-408-0208 or visit alsco.com. Again, that is ALSCO.com to learn more.
Is your heating and air system ready for the changing season? Call Newcomb & Company to ensure your system is running at peak performance. As a Comfort Contract customer, you'll get priority service and a 15% discount on all HVAC and plumbing service calls and repairs. Newcomb & Company, your independent trained dealer, has proudly served our community for more than 70 years, delivering reliable comfort and peace of mind. Call 919-862-3000 or visit newcombandcompany.com. Newcomb & Company, your comfort is our business.
Hey Charlotte, are you ready for the ultimate food experience? Then you need to head over to Dame's Chicken and Waffles with locations in Durham, Cary, and Greensboro. Dame is where you will find award-winning chicken and the most unique waffle flavors around.
Whether you're planning a private party, public event, or corporate gathering, Dame's has your catering needs covered. We offer catering for any and all occasions. Imagine your next event with our delicious chicken and waffles. Your guests will be talking about it for weeks.
Join us on Thursdays for live music that perfectly complements your dining experience. It's the perfect way to enjoy a great meal and some great tunes.
Don't forget to visit our website at dameschickenandwaffles.com. That's dameschickenandwaffles.com. And follow us on social media for the latest updates, special offers, and mouth-watering photos of our dishes. Come on, get smeared by the best.
Dame's Chicken and Waffles, where great food and great times meet. See you soon, Charlotte.
Is your business looking to reach a wider audience? Look no further than the Sports Shop Radio Show. Our show is the fastest growing and most active sports talk show on the air today. And advertising with the Sports Shop has the potential to greatly benefit your business. Not only is our show fun, we also cover a wide range of sports topics and have amazing connections with mega sports stars. Plus, we feature cultural references and influences with sound effects and great music from the last 50 years. The Sports Shop Radio Show is designed for anyone who loves sports, and as a business, you can take advantage of this by placing ads on our show to reach a large number of potential customers. Remember, in radio advertising, good ratings and listeners do count. The hosts, Reese and Kmac, along with a wide array of regular and special guests, engage in real talk about real sports for real fans. Reach out today to place your ad with the Sports Shop and take your business to new heights. Email us at info@thesportsshopradio.com or call 919-890-6200.
When you're hiring, have you ever felt like you're missing out on meeting great candidates? Well, they're not hard to find when you go to ZipRecruiter. ZipRecruiter helps 10 million people with their job search every day. People who are actively looking for jobs like yours. So it's easy to find the right person fast. 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Kids across America are going to school hungry. Millions of kids every day. Hungry kids get sick more often and can struggle in school. it can be harder for them to focus and learn. But one simple thing can help change all of this for a hungry child in America. Good, healthy food and the energy it brings. With help from
You're listening to The Sports Shop with Reese and Kmac, presented by Alsco Linen and Uniform Rental Services. Alsco, the worldwide leader in linen and uniform rental services for restaurants, healthcare, the automotive industry, and industrial facilities.
Gotta give us what we want. Gotta give us what we need. Our freedom of speech is freedom of death. We got to fight the powers that be.
Fight the power, people. Come on, people. Let's go. Fight the power. That's right. This is a show like no other.
You got that right.
It's Juneteenth, the Sports Shop way. Oh, you thought you was going to get it, nice and easy. No, Reese over here giving out remedies. Wrap it up.
I think it'll work, man. I really
Put
do.
some garlic on it. We got the hero, Dr. Reese.
Good morning, people.
The Kmac one, the Sports Shop one. We got the firm.
Good
Pam
morning.
Thompson Smith. We got A-Town behind the glass. What up, A?
Doing well, feeling good.
Before we go to Greer, let's go to our poll questions, sir.
So the 2 poll questions can be found on X, formerly known as Twitter, through Buzz Sports Radio, the Sports Shop 1. And the first poll question, will the Thunder end the Pacers season tonight? Yes or no? And 56% of people are saying no. And the second poll question, if you had an expansion franchise, who would you choose as your first player, Kevin Durant or Kobe Bryant? And 60% of people are saying Kobe Bryant.
Damn, Katie. You lost to a man that ain't even here. Damn, Kate. But anyway, man, you know what? We get a chance. We're going to keep this party going on this Juneteenth. It's special Juneteenth for the Sports Shop. And we have a friend of the show, one of our Salute to Champions recipients, future lawyer, you name it. Look, I think he's a Tar Heel, but I won't hold that against him.
Oh, he is.
Oh, wow.
We finally got that. We finally got that off.
You don't have to think about
No,
that.
well, we finally got that off. We got the one on. We got Greer Webb calling in. What's up, Greer? How you doing, my friend?
Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning. How are my favorite people doing?
We doing
Doing
fantastic,
great.
sir.
I was just about to say something nice about all of y'all, but Kmac had to go and ruin it talking like that.
Hey, yeah, Greer. Hey,
I'm
Greer.
a Tar Heel through and through.
Hey, Greer, you coming in a little statically, just a little bit. If you can move to get a better reception.
Yeah, get away from Air Force One.
Yeah, get away from Air Force One. Yeah.
Good morning. Can y'all hear me better now?
Still breaking up just a little bit. It must be the reception on the
Oh, wait,
phone.
but hang up and call back. Want to try that daytime? Or, think that'll help? Hey, Greer, hang up and call back.
Nope. Oh, I think he did.
I think he did.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you wanted to do it now?
because it had a little echo, didn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me ask you guys. Let me ask you guys a question.
Uh-huh.
Especially, I know Reese and I, we've been sitting for a long time. Pam, you've been in for a while too. If you just kind of take a step back and looked at our landscape on sports right now, like the whole thing, coaches, players, money, NIL, college, pro. Does it feel like it's better than it was before? Or does it feel like it got
Does
worse?
what feel?
Does the climate of our sport of sports, when I talk about it, from a community and racial perspective,
Sure.
Does it feel better than it did before?
I don't think so. Some reason I think we're not as attached or connected as we were before. I think we somewhat on the outside or outskirts.
It's like an out of body experience.
Yeah.
You're not connected to it.
We're not addressing much.
Right. We just going on.
But they're making more money than they've ever made.
We just going on our.
We have more black coaches than we've ever had.
We're in our silos, and I think and to address your question, no, we're nowhere near where we used to be. I think.
But we got more.
I think we're not as connected as we used to be in the past.
But we got more. Everybody, they're making 3 times more money.
That's fine, but again, we're not as connected as we have been in the past, and that has a lot to do with why
faces are there.
Yeah, why
if
you
you're
asked
saying
that
that, but
question.
we're not. They're not speaking out as much because it will affect their money.
All right, we got Greer joining us back again. What's going on, Greer? How you doing, my friend?
Good morning. I'm doing well.
Oh, he loud. He loud and clear now.
He ready now. Okay.
Now, look. He must have got that Tar Heel phone. He threw that thing away.
That's right. I'm on my Juneteenth phone now.
There you go. There you go. What's going on, my friend? What you have for it?
I'm doing well. I can't complain. Just wanted to wish y'all a happy Juneteenth, and it sounds like y'all ain't playing any games today. Public Enemy, Dr. Stroman, advice from Reese. Y'all are coming strong this Juneteenth.
We ain't playing today. It's Juneteenth the Sports Shop way.
Yes, sir. That's awesome. That's awesome. Well, it's always great talking to y'all. I just wanted to check in and shout out my North Carolina folks. Make sure y'all are staying safe as things seem to be ratcheting up around the country. And just wanted to come through today, kind of bouncing off what y'all were just saying, and say that community and connection is still so important. And so even in this day and age in which we have social media and people feel connected, are they really connected to one another, or are they just connected to their phones and what makes them feel good? So I'm just here to tell folks that community still matters and is key, especially for Black folks.
Wow.
Ooh, that's powerful there, Greer.
That's a sound bite right there within itself.
Are you connected to one another? So, Greer, real quick before we let you go, man, I know you always out in the community. You always, I call you're the leader of the young people movement. That's what I always call
absolutely.
you. But when you talk about that connectedness. Now you've gone through, and you're the generation of social media, NIL. Being out front, being able to basically do what you guys like to do, what you want to do. As you guys move into now, you're a little older. Now you're in some of these leadership positions. You're moving up. What's the climate like, and what's the thought process like for y'all young leaders today?
Yes, sir. Well, I'll be brief. You teed it up perfectly. I was telling somebody the other day that I think that young people in particular in this country, as everybody is talking about wars and what's going on in the Middle East, I think young Americans right now are facing three wars. We got a spiritual war going on, an emotional war going on, and an economic war going on. And so on the spiritual end, folks are just tired, right? On the emotional end, folks really aren't caring for their mental health as they should. And on the economic end, it's really hard for young people to make money and keep that money. And so I'm all about closing the generational wealth gap, closing the intergenerational gap so that we can learn from older Americans and do even better. And then when it comes to the spiritual side, y'all already know where I stand on that. Right. Faith is what's really going to get us over this hump.
Wow. Oh man, we are talking to I can't go without saying Polish. I mean, he's my guy. I mean, that's really interesting what you said, and it's a lot to think about. We're talking to Greer Webb. Greer, so just in the spirit of what you talked about, what suggestions can you make to people that's listening, and how we can somewhat move forward to galvanize people around issues that affect us directly? Any suggestions you can make for us right now?
Yes, sir. I've got two for you. First of all, I would say have fun. Everything is so serious, and people are so scared that every action they take is going to be caught and posted on social media. So put your phone down for a second and go have some natural fun. The second thing I would say is humble yourself. There's so much that young people can learn from the older generations, not that y'all are old. And there are also so much that you all can learn from the younger generations. And so, age really is just a number, but we've all lived so much life and have so many experiences that other people really can learn from. So humbling ourselves and then finding small ways to have fun each day.
That's awesome. We're talking to Greer Webb. Yeah. So, Greer, we can't let you go without telling us, there's always great updates in what you are doing.
That's right.
Down in Atlanta, Emory Law student. You finished up. This is your second year, correct?
That's right. Going into my last year.
Yes. So tell us what's happening now. What are you doing?
Sure. So thank you for asking. I'm currently working, not today, of course, but I'm working at a law firm this summer here in Atlanta. It's called Parks, Chesson & Walbert. They do civil rights work. They also do labor and employment, so ensuring that people can keep their job and make fair money. And then also if something happens where those people are terminated, we oftentimes represent them and make sure that that process was done in a fair manner. And so it's really showing me the civil side of things. Y'all know last summer I was doing some criminal work.
Yep.
So this will really help me choose exactly what I want to do after I graduate next year.
Outstanding.
That is awesome.
Greer, as always, it's a pleasure, my friend. Yes. Man, I can't wait to talk to you again.
Yeah, man.
And you know how it is. When you're in town, Come by and holler.
And this is how the Tar Heels roll.
Oh my God! Oh my God! Look, I'm trying to get that young man out of that. You know what I mean? But you just keep
Ain't
bringing
gonna
it
happen,
back.
Kmac.
Okay, all right. I guess what y'all say? He bleed.
Tar Heel born, Tar Heel bred.
Yeah, whatever.
Be a Tar Heel until we die.
Oh,
yes.
my God.
And if you cut us deep enough, you'll see a little blue there on top
Oh
of
my
the red.
goodness!
That's right. That's right. And I call Chapel Hill the southern part of heaven. So
Come on
if you
now.
move a few steps over Kmac, you'll be in southern part of heaven.
That's why I stay on 40.
You might better go over there so you get closer, just in case.
I agree.
Whatever, pal.
Be good.
All
Be
right.
blessed, brother.
Thank you, Greer.
Hey, tell what you
Have
have
a
for
good
me, man.
weekend.
That's
No,
all
we
I got
against
there, man. It's funny.
The Hilton Raleigh North Hills Hotel and Convention Complex, located on Wake Forest Road, has an abundance of guest rooms and meeting space. This hotel continues to be a top destination for meetings, conferences, and events. Enjoy live music Wednesday evenings from 7 to 10 p.m. Email yolanda.diaz@hilton.com or call 919-872-2323 and let them know the Sports Shop sent you.
When we come back, man, we close out on this last question I asked. Are things better? I see James Blackwell said money don't always make things better.
That's it.
Greer just told
good.
you got to stay connected, put your phone down.
Yeah, that's what he said.
Pam said the faces are there, but they ain't saying nothing.
Yep.
We'll talk about that next. Let's go.
I was on a routine patrol, and the vehicle flipped and landed on top of me, which left me paralyzed from the waist down.
I'm William Shatner. Show them their sacrifice hasn't been in vain. Go to PVA.org to learn how you can make a difference.
The best of the Sports Shop on Buzz Sports Radio.
Listen every afternoon for The Drive with Tim Donnelly.
Every offseason, I tell myself, don't fall for it, don't get excited by minicamp highlights. And then you see one grainy clip from the sideline of Bryce Young throwing a deep ball to Tetaroa McMillan, and I fall for the trap every time. Tetaroa McMillan, Rookie of the Year, 10 touchdowns, book it.
The Drive with Tim Donnelly, 3 to 6 on 99.9 The Fan.
This is Kmac. You're tuned into the Sports Shop, where we go beyond the game and delve into the heart of what truly matters. It's time to talk about men's mental health. We're a community with a way of life that brings together family, friends, and fans to discuss the thrill of the big game. But life is about more than just sports. We recognize that every day men engage in various activities that form the fabric of their lives. Whether it's in the barbershop, the salon, or the cigar lounge, these are places where conversations flow freely, friendships are forged, and bonds are strengthened. Today, we want to remind all men out there that it's okay to talk about more than just the game. Your mental health matters. We understand that life can throw curveballs, and sometimes pressure can become overwhelming. It's important to remember that seeking help is a sign of strength and not weakness. If you or someone you know is struggling with their mental health, don't hesitate to reach out. There are resources available to provide support, guidance, and understanding. This is the Sports Shop, reminding you that your mental health is just as important as a game-winning touchdown or shot. Take care of yourselves and take care of each other. Your mental health matters. Let's go.
Hi, I'm Earl Reese with the S, here to discuss a topic that literally is near and dear to my heart. About 5 years ago, I underwent heart bypass surgery to remove blockages and improve my overall cardiovascular health. My experience highlights the importance of heart health, and I wanted to list my top 10 steps we can all take to protect our hearts. Number 1, stay active. Number 2, eat a balanced diet. Number 3, quit smoking. Number 4, manage stress. Number 5, monitor your health. Number 6, maintain a healthy weight. Number 7, limit your alcohol intake. Number 8, get enough sleep. Number 9, stay hydrated. Number 10, know the signs: chest pains, shortness of breath, and dizziness, and seek medical attention if you experience any of these symptoms. My personal story is a reminder of the importance of heart health. By taking proactive steps, we can all work towards a healthier heart and a longer, more fulfilling life. Let's go.
Hello, I'm Brian Lane, owner of Sticks and Vines, a wine bar and cigar shop in the South Point area of Durham, North Carolina. Are you looking for a little soul in your wine bar? Do you want to get some local personal service from your cigar shop? Sticks and Vines has you covered. Sticks and Vines is an inviting, diverse, and soulful atmosphere that caters to both experienced and newbies to the wine and cigar communities. Bringing others together is our mission in more ways than one.
Sticks and Vines in the Renaissance Center at South Point in Durham, 6905 Fayetteville Road.
The future depends on teachers. Every day, teachers are shaping our tomorrows, starting their students on journeys that will change the course of history. Right now, In a classroom somewhere in the United States, there's a teacher inspiring a future scientist who will make preventing pandemics their life's work, sharpening the mind of an aspiring environmentalist who will help combat climate change, and generating possibilities for a student who will be the first in their family to graduate college. It all starts with teachers who meet challenges with creativity, who reinvent education for the future, who work towards a school system that lifts up every child, regardless of race, income, or zip code, and to enable the full potential of our students, our communities, and our country. Explore a career that leaves a legacy you can be proud of. Shape the future. Teach. Learn more and receive free support at teach.org.
Victor deployed for the first time to Afghanistan in 2003. He sustained a moderate traumatic brain injury. One of the most important elements of caregiving is taking care of yourself.
For many military veteran caregivers, their caregiving journey starts earlier in life and lasts longer. Visit aarp.org/caregiving for a free military veterans guide to navigate your caregiving journey and better care for your loved one and yourself. Brought to you by AARP and the Ad Council.
Time to Be Bold is helping people 55 and older like you with low vision regain your independence. Go to timetobebold.org for a list of services in your state that will give you the tools and support you need to live your bold best life. Go to timetobebold.org today.
I'm attorney Brian Ritchie. Getting hurt in a car wreck comes with all kinds of stress and frustration. But when you call me, I'll be on top of all of it. So all you need to worry about is getting better. If you've been injured in a car wreck, I'm on top of it. Contact us at ritchielaw.com.
You're listening to The Sports Shop with Reese and Kmac, presented by Alsco Linen and Uniform Rental Services. Alsco, the worldwide leader in linen and uniform rental services for restaurants, healthcare, the automotive industry, and industrial facilities.
Brighter days will soon be here. Take it from me, someday we'll all be free. Yeah.
Showing out there.
BB,
you singing that about, what's that, Donnie?
Yeah, this is BB's, your girl, your homegirl.
Someday we'll all be free.
Yeah, Donna Hathaway. Someday we'll all be free, yeah.
Like that.
Yeah, as it spins around.
We keep that bed going right there.
Yeah, keep that going right there. I like that, yeah.
While we had the rest of this conversation.
That's exactly.
Like the more I like that. Man, welcome back to the Sports Shop.
Oh,
Sports Shop, Reese and Kmac, doing what we do. It is Juneteenth, the Sports Shop way. And you know, if you're going to listen to us on Juneteenth, you're going to get a little differently.
Absolutely.
We're going to have a conversation that you probably didn't plan on having. Or maybe you did. I don't know. If you're off today, it's a great day to have it. You got D.R. Reese.
Good morning, good people.
I'm DK Mac 1.
Happy Juneteenth.
And that's the firm Pam Thompson-Smith.
Good morning.
Got A-Town behind the glass. What's up, eh?
Doing well, feeling good.
Real quickly, man, how we doing on polls?
So the poll questions can be found on X, formerly known as Twitter, through Buzz Sports Radio, the Sports Shop 1. And the first poll question, will the Thunder end the Pacers season tonight, yes or no? And 56% of people are saying no. And the second poll question, if you had an expansion franchise, who would you choose as your first player, Kevin Durant or Kobe Bryant? And 60% of people are saying Kobe Bryant.
Okay. The Sports Shop State of the Union.
Okay.
On this Juneteenth. We talked about it. Do you feel differently? Do we feel like Pam says, you said something, you said, expound on it a little bit. You said the faces are there, but they're not saying anything.
Right. Like we have more, like you said, more black coaches.
Right.
You know, we've got players making more money than they've ever made, things like that, but nobody's speaking out as much since then. And I feel like that's because of, you know, trying to make sure that they don't jeopardize their future, their money for their families and things like that. But I did find a quote that I think is a great way. Natasha Cloud, she plays for the Connecticut Sun. She's very outspoken, big on voter registration. And she said something, if winning is all I do, then I have failed.
Yeah.
And I think that's such a great quote as to why athletes, coaches, when you are visible and you have a voice that people listen to, you should use it.
Interesting.
I think you should just speak your truth, right? If you understand it, you feel it, you should just speak it. Like, so many people think you have to be so demonstrative about whatever it is.
Yeah.
Sometimes you don't have to be. Sometimes you just have to call a wrong for wrong.
Right.
Just call it out, call it for what it is, and move on in confidence, right? But it doesn't. You don't have to, throw Molotov cocktails and all.
Yeah.
Sometimes you don't have to do all of that.
No, you don't.
Just call it for what it is, and let's just move on.
Agree to disagree, if that's the case.
Right. But sometimes I know this sounds crazy. That individual probably has never been challenged personally on that thought process.
No, 100%.
That's
and never been presented with an alternative thought process that didn't come from media.
That's true.
Yeah, it's a very interesting time. Just my thoughts is that, believe it or not, we've been here before. People say, what are you talking about? Well, I mean, I can imagine a guy by Martin and some other names back in the day was having these conversations around, well, how do we bring everybody together around one focus so we can make a difference? I mean, hell, we can't vote. We can't sit at lunch counters. We got to use certain bathrooms, water fountains, whatever. So my point is that we've been here before. It's different things that prevent us from doing certain things, but we have been here before. I just hope and pray that we would come together, and as Kmac said, we ain't really got to be loud about it, but be strategic about it. And I think when you're strategic about it, you can get more things done. But the positive part about it, we've been before, and we can get over this hump again, I think, in my opinion.
Yeah. And, and that's why I like talking to young people like Greer and A-Town and others, just a perspective because we've seen a lot.
Sure.
Right? So we've gone through this whole process. They've seen a little bit, but a lot in that little period of time.
Yeah.
But the way they process it and the way we process it may be a little bit different.
Yeah.
Hey, go out and do something for your community.
There you go, man.
Talk to your people.
Connected.
Stay connected. Put your phone down and connect with your people. We love you. See you on the other side.
Be free.
Listen every afternoon for The Drive with Tim Donnelly.
Every off-season, I tell myself, don't fall for it. Don't get excited by minicamp highlights. And then you see one grainy clip from the sideline of Bryce Young throwing a deep ball to Tetaroa McMillan, and I fall for the trap every time. Tetaroa McMillan, Rookie of the Year, 10 touchdowns, book it.
The Drive with Tim Donnelly, 3 to 6 on 99.9 The Fan.
It's Jasmine from The Sports Shop. The Sports Shop is presented in part by Alsco Linen and Uniform Rental Services. Everyone loves the Alsco Injury Report featuring the Alsco First Aid Kit. So stop what you're doing right now and call 919-828-7491 to get your free personal first aid kit. That's right, you can get your own personal first aid kit for free. Call Alsco today at 919-828-7491. Stop what you're doing right now and call 919-828-7491.
To all cigar smokers and fans of cigars, this is Steve from the Cigar Box and Carry. The Cigar Box, with a full bar, large lounge, and a selection of the top brands of cigars at prices that can't be matched. As many of you know, the number of places to purchase or smoke cigars has recently decreased, and many of the remaining locations don't have the selection